Hi, it's Teacher Jelian Delicana Tinatan of Iowa National High School. Do you need a cover letter to back up your resume? Are you wondering what you're even supposed to say in your cover letter to effectively communicate what you have to offer? If so, tune in because in this video, you will learn how to get started in writing a job application letter, what to include in each section of the letter, and tips for writing an effective letter that will help set yourself apart and sell your best self. And hey, if you're looking to land the ultimate role, stay around and until the end to learn how you and I can work together to help you land the position you've always wanted. Cover letters are still used by hiring officials to make decisions like who they should bring in for an interview or what type of compensation package should they offer to the potential employee. Now, you won't need a cover letter in every situation. However, having one ready to go will eliminate some of the stress involved and will help you sell yourself. So let's jump into it. Writing a job application letter. A job application letter, also known as a cover letter, should be sent or uploaded with your resume when applying for jobs. While your resume offers a history of your work experience and an outline of your skills and accomplishments, the job application letter you send to an employer explains why you are qualified for the position and should be selected for an interview. Writing this letter can seem like a challenging task. However, if you take it one step at a time, you'll soon be an expert at writing application letters to send with your resume. How to get started? Before you begin writing your job application letter, do some groundwork. To include the most convincing, relevant details in your letter, you'll need to know what the employer wants. Consider what information you want to include. Keep in mind that space is limited. The biggest clues are within the job advertisement. So, spend time decoding the job ad. Next, match your qualifications with the employer's wants and needs. Remember, this letter is making a case for your candidacy for the position. But you can do better than just regurgitating your resume. Instead, highlight your most relevant skills, experiences, and abilities. Make a list of your relevant experience and skills. For instance, if the job ad calls for a strong leader, think of examples of when you have successfully led a team. Once you've jotted down some notes and have a sense of what you want to highlight in your letter, you're ready to get started writing. To include the most convincing, relevant details in your letter, you'll need to know what the employer wants. The biggest clues are within the job advertisement, so spend some time decoding the job ad. Next, match your qualifications with the employer's wants and needs. Writing guidelines for job application letter. Writing a job application letter is very different from a quick email to a friend or a thank you note to a relative. Hiring managers and potential interviewers have certain expectations when it comes to the letter's presentation and appearance. From length to font size and style to letter spacing, length. A letter of application should be no more than 1 page long. Format and page margins. A letter of application should be single-spaced with a space between each paragraph. Use about 1-inch margins and align your text to the left, which is the standard alignment for most documents. Font. Use a traditional font such as Times New Roman, Arial, or Calibri. The font size should be between 10 and 12 points. What to include in each section of the letter. There are also set rules for the sections included in the letter, from salutation to sign-off, and how the letter is organized. Here's a quick lowdown on the main section included in a job application letter. Heading. A letter of application should begin with both yours and the employer's contact information, such as name, address, phone number, and email, followed by the date. Here's the header example. Salutation. This is your polite greeting. The most common salutation is Dear Mr. or Miss, followed by the person's last name. Find out more about appropriate cover letter salutations, including what to do if you don't know the person's name, or are unsure of context, gender, body of the letter. Think of this section as being 3 distinct parts. In the first paragraph, you want to mention the job you're applying for and where you saw the job listing. The next paragraphs are the most important part of your letter. The third and last part of the body of the letter will be your thank you to the employer. You can also offer follow-up information, complimentary close. Sign off your email with a polite close such as best or sincerely, followed by your name. Here are closing examples. Sincerely, sincerely yours, regards, best regards, with best regards, kind regards, yours truly, most sincerely, respectfully, respectfully yours, thank you for your consideration, signature, and with your handwritten signature, followed by your type name. If this is an email, simply include your type name, followed by your contact information. Tips for writing an application letter. Overwhelmed by all of these formatting and organization requirements? One way to make the job process of writing a job application easier is to use a job application letter template to create your own personalized job application letters. Having a template can help save you time if you are sending a lot of application letters. Be sure that each letter you send is personalized to the company and position. Do not send the same letter to different companies. Always write one. Unless a job posting specifically says not to send a letter of application or cover letter, you should always send one. Even if the company does not request a letter of application, it never hurts to include one. If they do ask you to send a letter, make sure to follow the directions exactly. For example, they might ask you to send the letter as an email attachment, or type it directly into their online application system. Use business letter format. Use a formal business letter format when writing your letter. Include your contact information at the top, the date, and the employer's contact information. Be sure to provide a salutation at the beginning and your signature at the end. Sell yourself. Throughout the letter, focus on how you would benefit the company. Provide specific examples of times when you demonstrated skills or abilities that would be useful for the job, especially those listed in the job posting or description. If possible, include examples of times when you added value to a company. Use keywords. Reread the job listing, circling any keywords such as skills or abilities that are emphasized in the listing. Try to include some of those words in your cover letter. These will help the employer see that you are a strong fit for the job. Keep it brief. Keep your letter under a page long, with no more than about 4 paragraphs. An employer is more likely to read a concise letter. Edit, edit, edit. Read through your cover letter. And if possible, ask a friend or career counselor to review the letter. Proofread for any grammar or spelling errors. That's it for this lesson. I hope you enjoy it and learn something. Goodbye!